Hello, my awesome and amazing Scorpios. It's Mel with Blue Scorpion Tarot here to bring you another general collective reading. Let's see what's going on in the overall energy dynamics, shall we? Calling upon the trusted ancestors of my Scorpio viewers and my Scorpio subscribers to bring in the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth through the power of the numbers. And so it is. And of course, rolling the dice to see what I need to shuffle the deck to. We have a 4 and a 4, so that's 8. Some of you are dealing with a Leo or a Virgo born in the month of August. So we could see the Strength card kick in. We could talk about the solar plexus activation, getting into that warrior energy to face your fears, Scorpio, and to keep moving and charging ahead into victory and success. I'm also seeing the 8 of Pentacles, putting your nose to the grindstone, starting to become more strict maybe upon yourself in regards to your schedule, and not having distractions, putting in the work, putting in the effort. And it could also mean too that somebody here may also be wanting to put more effort into a particular connection, okay? Also picking up on the 8 of Wands, something about maybe rapid fire communication coming in from out of the blue or at a great distance. This can also mean about moving, traveling, going on vacation possibly. Or if there has been any form of stuck or stagnant energy that, again, racing and charging ahead towards victory or forward movement after a period of stagnation. Wow, power of number 8 again. My beautiful Scorpios, maybe we'll get an 8, 8, 8. And so we did. There you go. 4 and a 4, 8, 8, 8. Beautiful energy, trusted ancestors. Thank you so much. Looks like we are going to the power of number 24. Some of you could also be dealing with an Aries or a Taurus born in the month of April. We could see the 4 of Wands, possibly the Emperor card, picking up on the 4 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. We may also see the High Priestess, mysteries, wisdom, hidden knowledge, true spirituality, secrets, working with the divine, manifestation. Preferably also, too, I would like to see the 2 of Cups, something here about a divine spiritual soul connection or coming together into union, okay? Power of number 24 for the beautiful star sign of Scorpio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Wow. 3 cards are flying. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Trusted ancestors of my Scorpio viewers and subscribers, what is the overall general collective message, please? What does Scorpio need to know in this moment in time? Show me what's up. Knight of Swords again, our reading prior to it. Okay, so again, somebody could be rushing towards you, or you are getting out of a situation, Scorpio, or running away per se, not because of necessarily anything that you did. You could just, again, be running away from toxic, narcissistic people, friends, places, situations, charging ahead towards where you feel you need to go or what your soul's calling is supposed to be doing, or somebody's rushing in because they want to speak their truth, or maybe they have something to say. Let's find out this time what the Knight of Swords is all about. Four of Swords. Okay. So what Spirit is saying for some of you, okay, time to take a time out. Maybe after Scorpio, that there could be a runner chaser situation that's going on here, and Spirit is saying, slow down, back up, go into rest mode. Okay, that's one storyline I'm picking up. The other thing is, right now, you could be, I'm also picking up for those of you who work out, go to the gym, you're a runner, maybe you're a runner, you're taking care of your body, etc. Spirit saying, take a couple days off. Okay. Keep that momentum, but maybe take a couple days off. Maybe start switching up the pattern or the routine. I can attest to this because yesterday I was going to go to the gym. I went 2 days before, I worked out for a good solid, probably hour and a half, almost 2 hours. And I felt like I needed to, every now and then I had this little pinching sensation that goes on in near my left kneecap. And I developed this like pinching sensation after being in the restaurant industry for, after 25 years. So I decided, instead of, getting on the tread, going on the stair stepper, I've been working in on the lower chakras. I've been working in on my root chakra. So I did all of the exercise routines for the lower chakra area, meaning the root chakra, because that's what I've been focused in on all this week. And so I decided to kind of switch up the routine a bit, which was a little bit slower, which was to do yoga that was more geared towards opening up that root chakra in order to activate it. Okay. So if you are somebody like me that loves to go to work out and, you've been consistent or you've been a little bit off and on, Spirit is saying it's okay to switch up the routine, maybe take a day off, rest those muscles, maybe do a little bit more stretching, I'm guilty sometimes too. I mean, a lot of times when, if you're the type that does like to work out, a lot of times we bypass, and I'm one of those people that has a tendency to bypass, doing stretches. But I also felt too that, well, if I did yoga, that would help to stretch me out. And it did, and it was a little painful. I have to admit, like, nobody should be afraid of yoga just because you're basically stretching muscles that have been kind of, in a way, dormant. Okay. So for those of you that are exceptionally active and you do take care of your body and you're, trying to get buff for the summertime or trying to lose weight and get some of the weight off of your joint muscles, etc., go slow, and especially if you are new and programming and now conditioning your mind to start taking action towards working out your body, always go slow. Nobody expects anybody to be a rock star if you go to the gym, if you are hitting the pavement as a runner, okay? The body is trying to reprogram itself when you are introducing, we'll say, new information of new movement to your body. Okay, so you're going to be working out muscles, obviously, that pretty much in a sense have been dormant, or your muscles are stiff, you're not as flexible, etc. So take your time. So rest in between. Okay, so that's another separate subject matter. Okay, the other thing here is to could have too many irons in the fire right now. I've been guilty of this before in the past. I've started to really evaluate how much I am taking on during the day. One of the greatest challenges for me in 2023, and it was a little bit of a challenge as well during 2022, is, taking on a lot of projects or starting projects, or, I had put certain projects on the back burner, just because a new idea. If you are a highly creative person, and you get a lot of spiritual downloads, like new creativity, new things, or new ways to make money, or education, and you're trying to absorb as much information as possible. Okay, we only have so many hours in a day, and I've had to come into that realization. And I have also found too that what I was doing was actually, in truth, creating, in a sense, more anxiety for myself during the day. Okay. Some of you do need more rest, and definitely need to drink more water. I've been actually more proactive especially the last 2 days. I have really been drinking my water. Yes, I love my coffee, of course, but because I'm also working in on the root chakra, I'm also putting that new wave of information into my head that by staying hydrated in spiritual truth, I will hydrate not only my physical earthly body, but I will also hydrate the root chakra that I'm working on right now, my personal root chakra, and that if I need to rest, I need to rest. Because there were so many things I've been taking on throughout the day and getting tired, like my energy would feel depleted, especially around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I've noticed that a few times over. So if you feel like your body needs to rest, take a nap. Power naps are great. And it's a great time too, if you are manifesting something, to pop on those headphones, okay? To pop on those headphones and listen to a guided meditation for what it is that you're trying to draw in or bring into your life, okay? So, and of course, naturally, I've always recommended at nighttime with your guided meditations, because the brain is relaxed. So anytime we take a nap, put the headphones on, okay? And put it at a comfortable volume. And, you could set your alarm. Usually, most of the times I will set my alarm for about 21 minutes, a timer for 21 minutes to take a power nap, okay? So kind of test the waters. You don't want to when you take a nap, you don't want to oversleep with a nap, because you'll actually, in truth, be more tired when you wake up. So, but you could also be in a feeling as well, because I'm picking up an energy that's actually going on between this Knight of Swords and the Four of Swords, okay? Something here, you could have racing thoughts, because swords in tarot represent mental thought process and also communication, okay? And what I'm feeling here is that, again, the rest part could be about the racing thoughts. Rest your mind, okay? That's another message I'm picking up. The other thing I'm picking up is that I was picking up on the energy of the Hermit. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo or a Libra, more specifically born in the month of September. But this could be you running away, we'll say, running away from any form of toxicities, narcissistic abuse, anything that does not coincide with your current energies or what your life's purpose is, okay? So this could be about you, we'll just say maybe shutting down a bit. Maybe you just feel like you need to shut down, put your phone on, do not disturb, maybe not picking up or answering certain text messages, and guess what? It's okay. When you have time, get back to that person, okay? Or family member or whoever, okay? So Spirit is saying here, it's time to take a time out and reflect. This could be about going into prayer. It could be about going into meditation, boosting and amplifying your energy through rest because of the racing thoughts, because of, trying to get everything done in a day. When you are pushing yourself for your life's purpose, you'd be surprised how much energy you, in truth, really give. Most, and us tarot readers and the ones that are, quote unquote spiritual gurus and, you know, we are teaching on a spiritual level, you guys would never know how much energy we are pumping out when you are basically extracting. I know a lot of readers that get very tired even after pumping out X amount of readings for a channel, you know what I mean? Or giving time and energy. You don't have to be a tarot reader in order to understand how much energy you're pumping out. You can feel it even in your daily work life. Think about how much energy you give to maybe a certain coworker or to a boss. You ever walk out of the company that you work at? You've been sitting down at a, you know, computer, a monitor, you know, eyes getting tired. You got phones ringing off the hook. Maybe you're in sales. You know, you can work in a heavy activated area. Maybe you work for the stock market, or you know what I mean? There's a lot of energy pumped out. So Spirit is saying, I feel like this is almost like detach, okay? Detach from people who are draining your energy. Detach, rest, recuperate, rejuvenate. Go silent for a little bit. Go rogue. There are people out there that are just like, you know, energy vampires that just want to sap and drain and suck the living daylights out of you, Scorpio. Friends, family members, which can also mean too, I'm hearing the phrase from Spirit, people pleasing. You could be doing a lot of people pleasing for everybody, but what about pleasing yourself? This can also be too with your rest and rejuvenation so that you can perform better, okay? Perform better in whatever situation that you find yourself in, okay? Is to basically, it's basically detaching. It's just to detach. This is what, let me back up a bit. Hang on a second. Let me think this through. Spirit just reminded me. Okay. Setting healthy boundaries. Setting boundaries is very difficult because, you know, it's hard when you know in truth you're an empath, you're very compassionate. You know, maybe you're the type of person that wants to see people happy. Maybe it makes you happy to see other people happy, but people could be taking you for granted and sapping and draining the life out of you, okay? And it's creating this disconnect to where you feel guilty for setting boundaries. You could feel extremely guilty to put your foot down because maybe you don't want to be seen as disrespectful. But here's the bottom line. I know what it's like to be a people pleaser. You know, we are always, in truth, we're so consciously paranoid about what other people think about us when we set boundaries, when we need time for ourselves. And realizing it's for our mental health. We have to protect our mental health. Mental health is so valuable. Our brain is what, in truth, I mean, the heart and the brain is, both of those organs are exceptionally, of course, important. You need that heart to pump the blood, to keep your body rejuvenated, to keep you going. But your mind right now, racing thoughts, you may be challenged by Spirit right now, that inner calling to start setting these boundaries with people. Don't be afraid to put on the do not disturb button. because you may need that time to rest, to focus your mind so that you can get back up and racing again and charging ahead towards what it is that you need to do. Sometimes people don't know their own boundaries, like until you set boundaries with people. Yeah, because when we set healthy boundaries with people, guess what? The wheel is going to turn to the right for us. And we can become more successful. Beautifully poetic. 8 of Cups, bottom of the deck. Who is it that you need to walk away from, Scorp? Are you always rushing to help somebody out? Just because if you don't help somebody out the first or the second time out doesn't make you a bad person. Or you are in the same boat as I am. I had to learn how to set boundaries. It's difficult. Saying no has always been a difficult thing for me. Because again, it's about having this falsified, in a sense, falsified self-image, because again, we get trapped into the matrix of conditioning to be a people pleaser, to never say no, to never stand your ground, to never speak your truth, to never put your own needs first. If you got friends or family members that are draining your energy, or spending X amount of time on the phone, or maybe it's, I don't know, always constantly, maybe they're always wanting you to run to their rescue or to help them out, or go grocery shopping for them, or go run an errand, or do all of this at your expense. Sometimes they do that. They do that at your own expense. Your money that goes into the gas tank, your money that, you know, it takes to go to the post office. You know what I mean? Because you're a, quote unquote, a nice person. Well, yeah, you are. You are a nice person. But people love taking advantage of that. And in truth, God, you know, when you say no to somebody, you say no to your mother, you say no to your father, you say no to your siblings, you say no to your best girlfriends, you say no to whatever group you roll in, Scorpio, who knows? Like all of a sudden, wow, Scorpio's a bad guy now. You're the unruly daughter, or the toxic son, or the disrespectful, disobedient son or daughter because you didn't say yes? No. When we set boundaries, we're going to get this Wheel of Fortune. This is Lady Fortuna energy right here. Because Lady Fortuna, if I were to take that type of energy, what she's saying in the energy of the cards, and we can relate to this, is that by setting boundaries does not make you a bad person, because you'll still get rewarded for standing and holding your ground. How many times in truth, what has anybody done for you? What are they in truth doing for you? They might have done a few nice things here and there. But were there those times where something really massively came up and they just weren't there for you? It's not so much about the monetary aspect of somebody being there for you. It's the emotional support. That's all it is. So right now, Scorpio, a lot of you could feel like you're in isolation from your friends or your family members, which I did post a video within the last day or two about how these toxic friends and family members, in truth, they have isolated you because they find you to be uncontrollable or unruly, or that you're not a good person, that you're selfish, that you are just a horrible person. Really. Yet you get the Wheel of Fortune. How does that work? How does being an unruly daughter or a toxic son or a disobedient child or disobedient sibling, whatever you are to someone, whatever title you hold to someone, you're getting rewarded? How does that work? If somebody thinks that you're so unruly or you're evil or you're selfish or you're a narcissist, maybe you've had people call you a narcissist, but yet how does that work? It's not a devil card. It's not a 10 of swords. It's not a 7 of swords. It's not a 5 of swords. It's abundance. If you have been questioning yourself in your mind whether or not you are a good person, Scorpio, yes, you are. Yes, you are. I'm not saying we're all perfect, but because in truth, a lot of us have not reached that mental state of consciousness of our minds becoming, in truth, superhuman. So this is why we think that we make mistakes, you know what I mean? Because we are conditioned to know the difference, in a sense, to know right from wrong, okay, energetically, and from the way that we've been taught from religious beliefs or idealisms, things like that, or your parents, you know, it's good to have morals, ethics, and values, okay? But sometimes people use religion to throw it out as a judgment call on you to make you be like a small little peon that, oh, God and the universe they're gonna get you. They're gonna get you if you're disobedient. You do not honor narcissistic parents. You do not honor narcissistic family members or friends. In truth, you are the bad guy to yourself. So Spirit's saying detach. If you keep running and keep doing things for people all the time and don't know how to set boundaries, you're probably not going to get that Wheel of Fortune. But when we start to set healthy boundaries on our time and energy, our mental headspace, our mental health, and our emotional health, we're going to get rewarded. So let's see what the reward is by setting healthy boundaries. Okay. 5 of Wands is coming up in the reverse. Yeah, you get out of conflict. Wheel of Fortune's not coming in to bring you more conflict if you're trying to set healthy boundaries. No. Basically, the dirty birds, when they need their supply, okay, toxic, narcissistic friends and family members, they will go find supply somewhere else. And they'll go ahead and they'll keep talking about you. They'll smear your name. They'll put whatever PR campaign against you, okay? Oh God, my daughter didn't do this for me, and I just don't know why she's being this way. I just don't know why my son or my daughter's not talking to me, and woe is me, and the covert narcissism. No, when we are obedient only to source, only to spirit, that doesn't mean honoring the narcissist. You'll have less conflict by setting healthy boundaries. And people will not walk all over you. You'll basically, King of Swords is in the reverse on the bottom of the deck. You'll pretty much shut them down. You'll shut their mouth up, pretty much. Through silence. Setting boundaries is difficult. It is trying because you don't want to, look like the bad guy. You know what I mean? But in truth, you are a good person, and you know how you treat people, and you know that you're basically not going to cast your pearls before swine, nor should we. If these people have made you feel isolated before in the past, Scorpio, please run away from them. If they are not making you feel accepted or loved, or they think you're weird or crazy or strange or whatever, set some boundaries. By saying sometimes nothing, go silent, go rogue. Remember, those people are trapped in the matrix. They're trapped in the matrix. And you're breaking free of the matrix, of the trauma bonds. Set healthy boundaries and keep practicing. You know, it takes time. It takes time to get into that sense of authority and to have that warrior spirit, not to have your mind controlled or manipulated, or these people making you think that you're such a horrible person when you say no. But when you do, you don't need to even explain X, Y, and Z reasons, because sometimes the narcissistic person or the family member or whatever, they're going to say, oh, let's just say you say no to them because you've got your own errands to run. Well, can't you just stop over here real fast? Can't you just pick up this thing that I need you to drop at the post office? Or can't you just get the money that I have and take it over to the, buy my groceries for me? Or can't you just, no. It's not on your schedule. If it's not on your schedule for the day, no. That doesn't make you a bad person. Your life is just as important, Scorpio. Not when these people make you rush towards them, but then when you need them, maybe when you're sick and you're not feeling good, are they rushing towards you? It would be so different. Look at this. Let's say you're sick and you need help or you need assistance or whatever, and this would be different if they were rushing towards you to help you out. But no, there have been times where you haven't felt good, or, maybe you're going through something. No, they run in the opposite direction. But you're willing to run for them. Got to stop doing that. Learn how to say no. And you do not need to explain the X, Y, and Z reasons why you can't. That is a fact. You have signed no contracts in this lifetime that you are chained and bound to anyone. Yep, Toto's in agreement. She's acting up. So yeah. So anyway, I think you get the gist of the message. Yes, when we set the boundaries, we go silent, we learn how to say no, we're going to get rewarded, and less conflict. Less conflict and interaction, because eventually, after a period of time, those people will start to drop off like flies. Even if they're still smearing your name or whatever, let them. By you staying in your personal power, what the divine mission wants you to do, you're going to get rewarded and things will start to change in your life. Because there are people who will genuinely want your help or will need you, and they're gonna do that same energy exchange. Not to have these people when you're in a state of whatever and then they run away from you, but you're willing to run towards them to help them out. They're still going to talk behind your back for a lot of them, because they're trying to extract and get out of you what they can. Okay? My awesome and amazing Scorpios, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me and do it through the power of the numbers, you can hit me up at bluescorpiongifts@gmail.com, and my amazing assistant, Victoria, will book you for that personal reading. But until next time, take care. I got to take Toto out. I'll be back. Have a great day.